Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. So for my first video I decided to do my everyday makeup routine. So to kickstart this, I'm moisturising my face with the Clinique Moisturiser moisturiser. I literally just dot this around my face before blending it into my skin, and this just creates a nice moisturised base for the makeup to sit on. Next I'm moving on to brows. So for my brows I'm using the Benefit Precisely My Brow pencil in the shade 5. I literally just outline my brows first to give it a shape, and then I literally fill in any sparse areas. For my everyday makeup I don't really like a very strong in your face brow, which is why I tend to use a pencil. And I like this pencil by Benefit because it has a really fine tip, so you can get those hair-like structures rather than it being like a block colour. So after completing my brows, I'm moving on to foundation. So foundation, I use the LA Girl Pro Concealer, the darker one, and the Revolution Conceal and Define Foundation. So I mix the two colours together, and then I use a damp beauty sponge to blend this into my skin. I like using a damp beauty sponge, especially the Real Techniques one, because it's so soft, gets the product in so effortlessly, so quickly, gives me a nice even base to work with, and yeah, it all blends out so nicely. I then just literally carry on until my whole face is covered and there's no patchy areas and you can't tell the difference between my face and my neck. Move on to concealer next. I'm using the LA Girl Pro Conceal. It's probably one of the lightest ones because I really like to highlight underneath my eyes, on my forehead, in between my brows, on my nose, my chin and on my cupid's bow. I like this concealer. It's quite thick, so I do have to set it after to stop it creasing, but it's such a good concealer. Hides everything, and yeah, it's probably one of my favourite concealers. Then similarly to the foundation, I literally just blend this in with my beauty sponge. I tend to use the more pointed edge as it allows me to get into the creases underneath my eyes and all over the skin basically. Once this is done, I basically just need to set it in place. So I use the NYX HD powder. It's like a translucent powder. I use this mostly under my eyes, but I do brush a tiny amount all over my skin as well, just to set it in place because I don't want it to move throughout the day. After this, I move on to bronzer / contour. So I use the Hoola bronzer by Benefit. This is my favourite ever bronzer, hence why I have the big one. I literally just pop this under my cheekbones, on my cheeks, my forehead, my nose, a little bit under my chin. This is the warmest bronzer, and it's so natural, it's not orange, and it's just an amazing colour, easy to blend. Also, another thing I do like about this bronzer is it is buildable, so you don't have to be scared. You can tap it off and add extra if you need to. You can build it. It's not just one of them bronzers that will go straight on. It is blendable. Benefit also have so many shades of this, so if you don't find that this colour is the right one for you, then there definitely is a colour that is right for you in their range. I think they have a Hoola Light, Caramel, this one, and probably another one. They also have the contour stick as well. So after contour, I move on to blush. For blush, I'm using the Sleek Rose Gold. I love this blush. It's amazing. It gives you a bit of a sheen on the cheeks, and it's the perfect pinky colour. I basically just apply this to my cheeks, a little bit on my nose, my forehead. I literally just brush any excess onto the high points of my face to give it a bit more colour. The bronzer has done most of it, but this will just give it a nice glow. So after this, I move on to highlight. For highlight today, I'm using the MAC Soft and Gentle Highlighter. I like this highlighter because it gives you a glow rather than being really chunky and glittery. It gives you a sheen on the cheek. I tend to put my highlighter on the tops of my cheekbones, my nose, my cupid bow, underneath my eyebrow, and sometimes a little bit above my eyebrow. So next I move on to mascara. So for mascara for my top lashes, I'm using the MAC Extreme Dimension mascara. I love this mascara. It's got the best wand, grabs the eyelash from the root and gives volume, length, all of the stuff you could really want in a mascara. I don't use the same mascara on my bottom lashes purely because I like to have a little bit less product on the brush on the bottom. I feel with a smaller brush I can get more control over where the product is going. So for my bottom lash mascara, I tend to use Maybelline Great Lash. I just like this because it's, again, small brush, easy to apply, doesn't clump on my bottom lashes, because I don't want that on my bottom lashes. And yeah, so finally moving on to lips. For a colour I use a Kylie Jenner lip gloss, and then I use the Too Faced lip injection. This is the not extreme one. So I apply the Kylie Jenner one first, and then I add the Too Faced one on top to give it a bit more like gloss. And then yeah, that's the end of this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please subscribe, hit the thumbs up, like, comment, all of that stuff. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye!